Yes, sir. So about last night's game, guys. It was a doozy. It was a doozy. Now a lot of people I know is going to focus on Jalen Hurts and the turnovers, and I'm with you. I'm 100% with you guys. The turnovers have to stop. He has to be better. But we're not going to act like he was at full strength, and I don't want to seem like I'm making excuses because there's no excuses. Whether or not AJ Devontae plays, he still has to take care of that ball. Pocket presence has to get way better. So I'm with you guys on that. I'm not here to disagree with you on that 100%. I just want to touch bases on one thing first, though. Let's talk about that defense. I mean, we got to move up. We're playing 10 yards back off the receivers. You're getting Baker in a rhythm very early. Very early. I mean, at this point, I just feel like it's a scheme. Anytime Baker plays us, he cooks us. And what changed? The coach, not the scheme. And he still does the same thing. Bring those cornerbacks up. I mean, you got to bring them up. We get burnt. But you got to let people know we're not scared to play man either. All this zone. Like, one play I saw on Nolan Smith sticking Chris Godwin. What are we doing? What are we doing? Then I'm getting real sick and tired of the whole Devin White got beat out stuff. I don't care how bad he got beaten out. He is a proven player in this league that needs to play. He needs to play. Whether or not that's you putting him at DN, making him only a pass rushing linebacker, but something has to be done. There's no pressure being put on these quarterbacks. None. Sickening. I mean, Saquon only having 2 carries in the first quarter, knowing that our starting receivers are out. What are we doing? Why are we asking Jalen to drop back and throw the ball to beach chairs and beach towels? Like, these are guys who obviously did not pan out on their first team. Now, I am not here to talk trash about someone because they're in the NFL and I'm not. Let's start there. But Jahan Dotson, a former first-round pick, is the reason why he's not with the Commanders. John Ross, 3 years removed from football, and we give him a shot. I'm all for it. I'm all for giving somebody a shot. But let's not act like these are premier receivers. They're former first-round, but they're not premier. Parrish Campbell, he's been bounced around the league a couple times now. Johnny Wilson, he wasn't a high draft pick, so we can't act like you put great talent out there and expect great results. I mean, at this point in the season, I'm not one to be happy about some BS or anything, but I mean, 2-2 with what we've been fighting through. AJ Brown been out the whole first week since week 1. Devontae been out for a game and a half. Lane Johnson out for a game and a half. Let's just be happy that we squeezed one out last week. Got back to the bye 2-2. I don't know what would really hold the cards with Reed Blankenship. He left hurt early. C.J. Gardner-Johnson left early. I mean, we're banged up. And the coaching staff is not helping. Granted, they're vets, but I mean, they're not doing what we all expected. Vic Fangio's not doing what we all expected. I expect them to come in and, to be honest, man, I mean, it looks like Gannon had a better scheme than him at this point. There's no reason why we should be losing to Baker every time we play him, man. I think Brinker's a good quarterback. I don't think he's great. I think we're letting him get in a groove too early. Letting him do what he wants too early. That Nolan Smith on Chris Godwin just really killed me, guys. That's just unacceptable. Chris Godwin is a premier receiver in this league. And we got a guy who didn't even pan out as a pass rusher sticking him? What are we doing? What are we doing? But let's get back to offense. I just wasn't thrilled about the Saquon Barkley having 3 carries in the first half or whatever the case may be. I mean, 5, still not enough. Your premier receivers are out. Dallas Goedert is being double teamed. It's not a winning formula that way. We're not going to win that way.